Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. On this review I have for you today is going to be on a new knife made by Cunningham of Origin Knives, and the new knife in the range is this one here, and it's called the Fire Drake, which I believe means fire breathing dragon. This is an all-in-one fire kit, and if you look at the front here, it has a piggyback system which is removable, which contains a fire steel in the front, and behind it, I don't know if you'll get to make this out, just in the back here, it has a fire steel scraper stroke can opener, and to the rear on the lanyard it has fire cord, and the handle itself is paracord wrapped, and there's enough length there to make yourself a bow drill. The blade material then is 01 tool steel. It has a full convex edge. The overall length of the blade is 24 centimeters from the tip to the rear of the tang. The cutting edge is 13 centimeters. From the cutting edge to the spine is 4 centimeters. These scallops you see along the top of the blade and the handle is what he calls faceting. It gives that kind of prehistoric type look. I've just been calling it flint knapping. And here's his logo on the knife, just underneath the initial faceting at the place where jimping would normally be. And we'll have 5 holes in the handle, and the third one up, this one here, is for your friction free socket. Gives a very unique look to the knife and also reduces a bit of weight out of the handle. Here's the faceting marking, or flint knapping as I call it, at the rear on the tang, and at its widest point it's 6mm wide on the spine to this distal taper right to the front to this piercing point, and it's highly polished as you can see here. Beautiful knife, absolute stunning finish on it. And as per usual, his knives come absolutely laser sharp. His blades are so sharp, it's something you're actually going to need to be aware of when you start taking the paracord wrap off the handle or putting it on. To be very careful, you maybe actually need to tape up the tip because it's so piercing. So I'll show you what it's like with some feather sticks. I've got a wee stick here. Because it's got a skeletal handle with these holes in it, what I like to do is cause a stop mark on the piece of wood that I'm going to do the feather sticking on. I'll show you what I mean by that. So the largest hole, just stick the wood through it, lean back and lever. It creates a mark. So when you come to doing your feather sticks, it stops at it. That's absolutely effortless. And that's just wee trumpet rolls that it's doing there, all the way to the front. And look at that. And it's nothing to take it off. Look at this. Make a spear tip. That's off to a brilliant start. Well pleased with this so far. I think I'll give it a pass on the feather sticks. So here we have the fire kit separated and broken down so you can see it, all the individual parts from the fire drake. So we have a small kydex sheath with a fire steel scraper, stroke multi-tool, can opener, and does various other jobs. A mesh metal fire steel, a friction-free socket for your friction fires, bow drills, approximately a metre of fire cord, and approximately 2 metres of paracord, which comes on the handle as you've seen, and mine was pink but I've changed it for this lovely orange. So the sheath itself can be mounted around your neck using your fire cord or the paracord and just hung there as a separate kit. And it comes with these Chicago screws that you just unscrew. So here we have the fire drake's small sheath with the fire steel and the fire steel scraper inside it. Now to the rear of it you can see it has a hole here, and this is what this fits into, like so. There you go, and you can see it's spinning. Turn it round. Yeah, a brilliant tool, friction free, so when we add a drill to it, it should be a lot less effort. So here's this stick I was feather sticking earlier. It's not the right size, but we'll put in anyway. So that'll fit in there like that. Your hands will go on top, and then obviously you apply the pressure with the bow, and this just spins round on the drill. The drill will obviously fit the socket properly and turn on the hearth. So this is an absolute brilliant tool for any bushcrafter to have who's into their friction fires. It's one of the best tools I've seen on the market so far. Well pleased with it. The third hole in, there we go, and fits there like that. Fits in there like so, and you can see it spinning round. So here we have the sheath with the fire steel, and this is a mesh metal fire steel, a 6mm one we have with a brass top. You can see in it, it's been drilled through and it has a metal ring on it, and this is for if you're wearing gloves. When it's pushed all the way in, it's easy to get the finger in even with gloves on to pull this out. The actual mesh metal fire steel is held in this brass nipple at the top here, and it comes secured on a piece of shot cord. So when we take out the fire steel scraper, so this will allow us to use the fire steel efficiently because we've got plenty of room, because the shot cord allows the stretch when it comes to doing the scraping. Now the actual tool itself, it's got 90 degrees on the bottom here. You can make that out. It is really sharp, and also at the bottom here of the tool, and you can see it's got a can opener, and the bottom of the tool actually is a screwdriver, a flat one, which fits into your Chicago screws, and you can tighten them up or unscrew them when you want to take it off of the fire drake. Does that. When you want to use the socket on the back of the sheath, what you'll need to do is put the fire steel scraper back in first, followed by your fire steel. Push it all the way in and secure it. Then turn it over, place it in position. So just a point, when we get the socket into the back of the sheath, it's been designed in a way, once you place it in and you turn it over, push your fingers down on top of the fire steel scraper, and that'll allow you to turn this over without it falling out the socket. That keeps enough pressure in to keep it in place. So that's how that works. So let's see if this fire steel striker works with the 90-degree edge on it up here and on this side. Steel striker is going to work on the ferrocerium rod. No problem, lovely. This is a mesh metal fire steel and it's still covered in paint, so maybe take a bit of time to get through the initial surface of the painted fire steel. But let's see how this one works.